Well, you guys weren't expecting this, were you? The super secret project was me heading to London to play a pre-release of the new Magic the Gathering Bloomburrow set, which is incredibly Amy coded. If you want to pause here and have a look at my deck list, you are more than welcome to, because I had so much fun playing this. Honestly, it was the best time. There were 16 content creators. We all had a blast. Everyone was so lovely, and I got to dress up fancy. Honestly, going to a pre-release is the best excuse. So off we went to London on the train. It was beautiful seeing the countryside. Really got me into the Bloomburrow spirit.
And here she is. The lush wilderness of Bloomburrow is home to tall tales and tiny heroes. Wielding spells and steel, a brave band of animals sets out to uncover the secrets of the valley. Adventure awaits behind every leaf. So, opening up our pre-release kit, of course we get the most gorgeous tokens. They're very Amy coded. And a beautiful box, which again is really handy for storing all of our shiny cards. Let's have a look what we got. So obviously I've already played with this one at the event. I was very lovely gifted the extra spin down, the green one, because I really liked it. But I actually got this kind of, I want to say beige, but it's not. It's prettier than beige implies. So we got the beautiful spin downs there to play with. Let me show you my deck. Okay, let's go for it. So I start, ooh, goodness gracious, that Druid is already vanishing. So Druid of the Spade, which was kind of part of my rabbit strategy. As long as you control a token, of course, my deck, I decided to build around making as many bunny tokens as I can and kind of rushing my opponent. And it did work. We won all of our games at the Content Creator pre-release. So that was really handy because it got +2/0 and trample, which is fantastic. Next up, I have Banishing Light. When Banishing Light enters, exile non-land permanent. So again, just a nice bit of easy removal. Curious Forager. I didn't use this one too much, but for 3 mana, a 3/2, we're not too mad at that. And returning things from my graveyard, big yes, big yes. Stocking the Pantry. Again, I didn't use this one too much actually, but I thought just it was a nice little, a good buff for 1 mana. Are we upset? We're not. Sun Shower Druid. I actually really love this card. Multiple times me and my opponents started with Sun Shower Druid and it was fantastic. Great opener. Sticky Tongue Sentinel. We love a bit of reach in pre-release, always really handy. Pre-release is really geared towards who has reach, who has flying, who has removal, bam, you win. So I feel like removal, reach, and flying are big contenders when we're looking at the best way to build a pre-release deck. So Sticky Tongue Sentinel was in quite a few decks. I did notice him in other people's choices. Feather of Flight, again, I can give something flying, so this is fantastic. One of my opponents had to gift me a fish token at one point. They were thinking, oh goodness, you won't be able to do anything with this fish. Haha! I ended up buffing the fish with other cards and giving it flying and 1/0 with this Feather of Flight, meaning that their fish was a flying fish and able to attack them. It did end up losing them the game. So never give your opponent a fish, the moral of the story. Of course, oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these planes. They're so beautiful, and I did get a foil one as well, so I'm absolutely overjoyed at that. Hidden Grotto was fantastic. Having a kind of multi-use land that doesn't tap when you play it, oh baby, so good. And being able to surveil, yes please. Oh, this had so many benefits. I do run 2 in the deck. I got a foil and a non-foil in my kit. Carrot Cake! Honestly, this is one of the best artifacts I've seen in a while. Like, I love it. I love how thematic it works, and I feel like it's just so strong. When Carrot Cake enters, and when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token and scry 1. And then sacrifice Carrot Cake, you gain 3 life. and also get another 1/1 rabbit token and scry one. Like, I really couldn't ask for better. And it's cake. Clifftop Lookout with a bit of reach. We love that. Forest High Stride. We like that. We love a good buff. Again, really won me some games. Warren Elder. I liked this one. Just a nice little buff. 2/2. 2 mana. Valley Might Caller. Frog Warrior with Trample for 1 mana. Yes, please. Yes, please. Curious Forager. This one I used actually quite a lot. I was quite surprised, so I enjoyed him. Salvation Swan was my promo. Flash Flying. We're never upset about that. Sadly, I wasn't able to kind of build a bird deck around it. That was what I was hoping for, but I didn't get enough bird cards to do so. Head of the Homestead. Fantastic card. I used this loads, being able to create 2 extra 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. As you can see, I could ramp up the use of those creature tokens really fast with this deck, and I was making so many then rush, essentially kind of, to use a Digimon term, rookie rushing my opponents, and it worked. Another carrot cake. You can't go wrong. I'm sorry, you just can't. I didn't use this card at all, gotta be honest. Got mulliganed a couple of times, went to the bottom. Another Banishing Light, 2 Banishing Light, 2 removal, let's go. Forest. Polywallop! I've got to say, it went in the deck for the name, but it was actually very useful in the end. So, not upset. You'll actually be able to see this in play by myself in another video, which I will tell you about very soon. Rushed Shielded Rampager. I use this loads. Offspring, fantastic. Love it. Pay an extra 2 mana when casting, and I can create a copy of Rust Shield Rampager. Just it's a 1/1 instead, and this creature can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. This again won me games. Having more creature tokens, just fantastic for my deck in general, and also just having that extra power of not being able to be blocked with power 2 or less was lovely. Patchwork Banner, I liked this one as well. Patchwork Banner, you choose a creature type. Obviously I chose rabbits or bunnies, and all of those got 1/1, and I could tap it to add a mana of any color. Yes, yes, yes. Give me. Nettle Guard, foil Nettle Guard. Valiant, can sacrifice it. A bit of removal there. Love that. Bark Form Harvester. I ended up using this one more than I expected. Changeling, it's every creature type. So again, we can combo that with Patchwork Banner. We can make it into a rabbit. And honestly, for a 3 cost to 2/3, it's not shabby itself. And then again, it's got reach, so it just felt like a really good all-rounder for the deck. Another beautiful full art plains there. Mouse Trapper, Flash, Valiant. Whenever Mouse Trapper becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, tap target creature an opponent controls. So again, a little bit of control in white there, which is very unusual. Our second Hidden Grotto, which I mentioned. And that was my pre-release deck. What did you think? What would you rate it out of 10? I know we didn't have any like crazy mythics or anything, but actually it ended up just being so strong. And being able to take out my opponents with an army of little bunnies felt amazing. But let's take a pause, and then I'll show you the rest of the cards that I got in the other colors.
Okay, let's have a look at the rest. So this is the rest of what I got in my pre-release kit. We got a Brave Kin duo, Baker's Bane duo, Fish, Clement, the Worrywart, Baker's Bane duo, Builder's Talent, a foil Builder's Talent, Castrol, the Wind Crested, 3-Tree Mascot, Shortbow, Starforged Sword, 3-Tree Mascot, Tempest Angler. I love the art. Otter Wizard, best thing that's ever happened to me. Zoraline, Cosmos Caller, very sick art. Absolutely love. Bat Cleric, yes please. Corpseberry Cultivator, Seed Glaive Mentor, Seed Pod Squire, Food, Splash Lasher. Oh, I love some of these names. Shore Up, Sky Skipper Duo, Foil Mind Spiral. I'll give you a moment on that one. Into the Floodmoor, Eddie Merc Crab. Thought Shucker. Ooh, I don't want my thoughts shucked. Run Away Together, the iconic art. It's already been announced. Absolutely the most beautiful card. Daring Wave Rider. Mind Whisker. Sky Skipper Duo. Thought Shucker. War Squeak. Sazercap's Brew. Reptilian Recruiter. Conduct Electricity. Aliana's Pathmaker. Now, at any point, if you want to pause the video and have a read of these cards, of course do. Go for it, go for it. Hired Claw. Roughshot Duo. Blacksmith's Talent in foil. Rabbit Gnaw. This art is brilliant. Kindle Spark Duo. Might of the Meek in foil. I like this art. Very beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Steam Path Charger. Frilled Sharpshooter. Sinister Monolith. Saver. Cruel Claws Heist. He's stealing. Swiping, no swiping. Daggerfang Duo. I like all the duos. Dire Sight. Very cool. Husk Burster Swarm. Thorn Plane Intimidator. Offspring 3. I really like that art, actually. Scavenger's Talent. Bandit's Talent. Starlit Soothsayer. Ravine Raider. Bonebind Orator. And that's everything. Now, of course, I got some beautiful tokens. We have a look at the rabbit there. And just in general, the lands are super, super beautiful. I'll be definitely wanting to kit my decks out with some of these. It's a cute squirrel token there. And some of the art cards. Now, I was really lucky. Some of the other creators didn't want theirs, so they very kindly gifted them to me because I think they're just absolutely the most wonderful things. I absolutely adore these. And I know not a lot of people have use for them. I think I'm going to try and think up some clever ways of using these. If you guys have any ways that you use the art tokens, like please put it in the comments. I'm just so mesmerized by these that I really feel like there's going to be some secret use for them that I've just not thought of. Thank you so much for having a little look at our Bloomburrow pre-release kit with us. I'm going to send you back to myself in the studio.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. So that was my experience of a pre-release. You can go down to your local game store and participate over the 26th to 28th of July, or pick up a pre-release kit and play at home. But I really encourage you to get down to a store. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of new people and it's not as scary as it seems. So head on down and get involved in some Bloomburrow action.